It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays...
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ready to kick this one off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
319.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
319.
Once again, it's Warren. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, Rogers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now Warren. And they'll for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Steeler first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Here's a handoff to Warren. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the offense getting back that penalty yardage they lost on first down. And typically the rule of thumb is let's pick up half. Let's make second down more manageable. In this case, they do that and some, and now they're in a good spot on second down.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 3.
26. 630.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They run with Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of couple.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second and 7.
Wide left.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That's caught. Right side. It's Firemouth. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Long opening drive. It's taken up most of this first quarter. Now they want to pay it off. It's and goal. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
A little closer. Here's second and goal.
319. All right.
Warren. He's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's hauled in at the 2.
Rodgers pass. Quick to number 4 is DJ Metcalf. A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
33, yellow. Green jack.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw to get started. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On second down, Love. That's complete to Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. The second down throw is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Third down and 9.
We need 26. Back north.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
In motion, it's Golden.
33, yellow.
This drive will begin with a run by Ward. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down at the 10.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 40. Strike.
From the gun, it's Love. Forced to his right. That one on target to Watson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think a lot of people, Mike, when they see a screenplay develop, they just take the completion for granted. And typically it is. But then you get a defender, somebody like this, who just anticipates it. They see it from the start, and they're able to perfectly time their jump, step in front of the throw, and come away with the interception.
On play action, Rodgers. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
319.
A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd down, Rodgers will drop this down to Warren. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Blue. Here we go. Red. 52 blue. Red, yellow. Broad red.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Loves to throw on 1st and 10. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Let's go. Black 40.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Rolling right. He keeps it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. Love trying to set the screen there, but that's going to be incomplete. Good work. Got in there defensively, gummed up the runs a little bit, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Real green. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch made there by Watson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, free to go.
3rd down.
Trying to run it with Moore. 1st down, and Moore inside the 30. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Okay, ready?
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. 33, yellow.
The man in motion is Watson. Now Love. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Recovery excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Ready. Cut.
Good blocking, and he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Packers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Steelers 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's quickly to Frymouth on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Third down, they need 5.
50.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. The The man in motion is Watson.
Set, hunt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, smash. Here we go, set. Ready.
On the bootleg, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Come on, set. Fuck this is green. Smith, red. Hunt, hunt.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Red, 38.
Back to throw is Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Good, 52. Black, 95. Hunt, hunt.
Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Okay, right.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready, ready. Black 40.
The man in motion is Watson.
That's your man, that's your man. Smack, red. Ready?
A 2nd down throw for Love. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And 3rd down coming up.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
It's going to be third. They need one.
Get 300! Get 258! Jumbo! Get 300! Get 300!
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, check 26! Go to 50! 258!
Again, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8.
319! Lines up! 319!
Play action now with Rodgers. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. They get 14 on that hookup. That's a Steeler first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
319!
He's got Firemouth open on the left side. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Smith. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
26! 319! 630!
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he'll take it on in. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
22 meter.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This one down the field, but it lined up incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Rodgers on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Moving outside the pocket. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
Ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the 3rd quarter of play. from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
This is how I would run an offense if I was an offensive coordinator, Mike. You pack them in tight to throw, and then in this case, you spread them out wide. 4 wide receivers, make them defend the whole field, and it really opens up some run lanes inside and helps lead to that big game.
He's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
We're starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
In motion, Reed. Love to throw on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Derek Harmon, he gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion over Thielen. From the gun, it's Love. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
In these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
58, 50.
First down for Aaron. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll run it right here with Warren. And And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
The pass taken in by Johnson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
A carry here for Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. With nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to nowhere.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It will be their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at